Hello people, welcome back. Now we've moved on to level 7 because we're skipping all the fighting levels for now, although I might go back to them shortly. First thing I need to say, I have updated my game. It is no longer 1.1. That is correct. And yet again, we have to build a large monument. Now, this level is harder than the last because there are lots of little individual islands, all with different things on them. I have just gone up to construction 1, and that's where I'm going to start the video. For those who haven't seen any of the previous ones, I'm not choosing to show you all of the intro because that's all very, very basic and a little bit boring. I'm doing construction speed at the moment, and I'm upgrading 1 at the moment. I need boats is the main thing. Basically, we need to get off this island, but from what we've got so far, there is our ship. We landed right there. I have a little setup in which I have a tree planter and I have 2 tree cutters either side. I decide later on that that's not quite working, but for now it will do. And I have a sawmill right next door. I then have a little storage here for planks, because I know there's always a bit of a bottleneck for planks, so if he can just make as many as he can, that'd be great. I have a sheep farm there and a well. That happily supplies all of my areas. I also have a fishing hut just in case. And then look, I've got all my houses here. They're all lovely. They all do what's needed. I also have 2 workhouses, one there and one there. That's the one I'm upgrading right now. And as you can see, there is a small amount of stone just over the back there. I am building a road layer, and I have my little stone man there cutting them out. These all are doing their own thing. I've then got salt in the back, which I'm just going to leave for the moment. And that's everything. Now, I am going to leave this area largely for the printing and the books. But as you can see, there's nothing on that end of the island. It's all up here. So we're going to be building a harbour on that beach as opposed to over here. Although I could. And then all I've got over here is a mine shaft. And I've got a nice little space here to do something else with a bit later. So that is where we are currently. And we need to expand from here. So we need to go up to construction level 2. To go up to construction level 2, first things first, we need tools, but even more first is first, we need boats. So the boats are going to be researched, but what we do actually need is an orchard and a cider press. Because we basically need level 2 energy now. And it's nice to have them over there. They're a bit out of the way. And I decide to add an extra guy there. He'll help to cut those trees down. These things are quite important. Because obviously everything that needs level 2 is now on hold, and as you can see, I have upgraded the 2 workers down the bottom there so that they will essentially be level 2 energy. I also direct the guy to make stone roads because there's going to be an awful lot of travelling around now. And there we go, we have an orchard. And we have a cider press. We have cider, people. Which means we now have level 2 energy. So the research for the boats is now carrying on. And then we can move on to tools. And we can then move on further from there. Haven't really got a lot of space here. So we do need to start finding other things. Now, one thing that the new upgrade has given me, which is fantastic, is a charcoal burner. Now, with a charcoal burner, he will turn logs into charcoal. And what that means is that I don't actually need coal at all. I can completely usurp coal by planting trees, cutting them down and turning them into charcoal. So that's handy. That is a really good thing and would have been incredibly handy in the last episode. But we still need iron. That is the most important thing that we're going to be looking for. So I've done everything that I really want to do in level 1. So I am now upgrading my second place because that will then help me to research level 2. There is my charcoal burner, and I stick a storage yard for charcoal so that he can just start to make as much as he can, because we need as much as we can. And now we can now build boats. There we go. We've got boats, people. Well, we will have boats. We could have boats. And now we'll just let that run in on its own thing. Obviously, these being islands, they involve needing boats like yesterday. So you do need to, I should probably have researched that slightly sooner, but you know, you actually need construction 1 to research it, I believe. So you can't really do it until now anyway. There you go, boatyard done. Immediately build a boat. We need a boat, please. Oh, there we go. I'm having problems with the trees, but we have a charcoal burner. There it is, making lovely fuel. And every building that needed coal can actually use charcoal as well. It's so much easier, I will say. It's so much nicer. But we can't do any of the research now without tools. And we have no iron anywhere. So we are literally now just waiting on the boats so that we can go off and look for iron. I do eventually get this whole trees and tree cutter thing sorted out. I get rid of the mines because there's no more stone, so I don't need them anymore. And I place the guy down over here so that he can actually build the roads more in this direction. And we need more planks, so let's stick that down. Now, that's obviously going to be a slight problem because that means we need more logs. So, we've got a little bit of space back here. I create myself a nice little area here in which we have more trees and we have another cutter. We now have 2 level 2 workshops, both of which need tools. So there's absolutely nothing we can still do because we are waiting on planks for our boat and for our harbour. Our road layer is finished, so he can now carry on stoning up the roads. There's our harbour, and our expedition is ready to go. We literally just need our boat. Come on, boat. See, I love the way it goes so fast. It's always much more fun, I feel. See them all buzzing around. You can see all the planks. See, look, all the trees. And the best thing is the one cutter will not be able to cut down the trees that one planter is growing, but we have other cutters on the other side, and they will take what we need. Boom, there we go. Now, here he comes. Pick up the supplies, and let's just build a harbour here, because whatever is over here, this is by far the closest, so that's what we need to start with. Let's immediately start expanding. We can already see we've got some stone, so this could be a nice little island. We've got some trees already as well. This could be a nice island to very much set up. We got iron, people. We struck iron. It's exactly what we needed to see. Keep going left, please. And start cutting all the trees down. We need some wood on this island as much as we did on the other. See that little boat going backwards and forwards? Lovely little boat. We just need to really work our way down to the iron. Woof, there we go. We've got some clay. We can see lots of different bits and pieces now. It's all starting to open up. We can get our stone, because we do have mining level 1. So we can actually put down some mines, but we will need level 2 energy over here. And then we start to make our way down to the iron. It is the iron that is by far the most important right now. There we go. We've got some clay, so we can start working on bricks shortly. It's good to see that we've actually got an underground mine, because that will make it all slightly easier. I moved the woodcutter. Basically, look, I found that they use 1 energy to do anything that's right next to them, but they use 2, sometimes 3 energies to go further away. So if you move the worker closer to where they need, then that's really what you need to do. We now have our second boat, and we are going to use the second boat to go around and completely open out the map, then choose where we're going to have our second harbour, third technically. And then that is where I'm going to end this episode, because we are at the iron. We want to completely open up this whole area. So let's go. What we got? Right. Down here, we have some stone, and we have some coal. Underground coal and some overground iron and some overground stone. Come over here, and we have a quartz mine. That will turn out to be the only quartz on the island. We've got a nice amount of iron there, with something else going on in the middle. We don't know what's going on over there. We've got clay and we've got coal. And then there's one little section over here, and we have iron. So there we go. That is the land. Now, our main important thing that we need is iron, but this little guy did his job. We found what we needed. Where are we going to plant our next harbour? You will have to wait and see. That will be in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to work on tools and try and get to construction 2. So thank you very much for watching. This has been the Colonists Done Quick. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again next time.